Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 5 of the Dead Mall series. Today we will be exploring the Valley West Mall in West Des Moines, Iowa. Opened in August of 1975 with about 20 stores, the mall was anchored by a Brandy's. That was in the former Yonkers space. A year later, the mall had its grand opening with an additional anchor, Von Maur, and 40 more inline stores. JCPenney, the mall's third original anchor, opened in March of 1977 and was regarded as the best store in the mall. The Brandy's Corporation was acquired by Yonkers in 1987, and Yonkers replaced the space.
Look what the Yonkers Spring Sale is doing to people all over town. Woo! Wow! It's spreading.
Yeah!
It's happening.
Wow!
You might catch it too. It's spring fever and it's spreading like wild throughout each and every Yonkers store. Catch it starting Saturday at the Yonkers Spring Sale. Find tremendous savings store-wide. Hurry to Yonkers. This is the spring sale that you, can't miss.
Plans to add a fourth additional anchor were announced on 2 separate occasions, but never fell through. In March of 1999, Dillard signed a letter of intent to build a $30 million store, but the letter expired in 2000, and Dillard's relocated the plans to Jordan Creek Town Center. You can see we caught the GameStop on the left there just before they closed for good. They were packing up and leaving, unfortunately. And here's the center court of the mall, which features all these actual trees and a beautiful fountain next to the elevator, with a kids train ride that hasn't been operated in quite a while. So in May of 2001, Dick's Sporting Goods announced the plans to build an 84,000 square foot store, but backed out in January of 2003, opting not to join the Des Moines market. While Jordan Creek Town Center was under construction, Valley West underwent an interior renovation that was completed in August of 2003. A food court was added in 1998, replacing a vacant Dunham Sports. Honestly, in my opinion, it's the best and most beautiful part of this mall. The food court follows the neon blue ocean theme, which gives off a whole 80s vibe. It's super cool, and if you're ever at this mall, I definitely recommend checking this out. In 2000, Valley West was rated the most popular mall in Des Moines, Iowa, averaging over 40,000 shoppers a day. This mall also has a lot of carpet, which despite renovations is a very outdated form of mall flooring that was popular in the 80s. In December of 1998, a group of activists passed out handbills in front of JCPenney, accusing the Phillips Van Heusen clothesline of promoting sweatshop conditions. The activists were arrested and went to court, saying they had freedom of speech. However, the city fell in favor of Valley West, saying property owners could lose their stores if handbills were passed out like this. In 2002, Valley West and Merrill Hay Malls sued the city for giving tax money to Jordan Creek Infrastructure, saying that it was unfair how the city vouched more for Jordan Creek instead of helping the other two. This mall had the strangest bathrooms. You had to go down a hallway, then there was an area with couches, and then you turned right and went down another hallway, and then the bathrooms were on the left side. It was just really weird walking through all these random hallways. And there was like a dresses shop. I didn't record it, but it was strange. And then when I came out, these two security guards that were standing over by the K Jewelers started walking towards me, and I was like, I'm out, and I started walking the other way. In April of 2018, Yonkers closed its store at Valley West as the parent Bon-Ton Stores was going out of business. This was a severe blow to the Yonkers wing of the Valley West Mall, as many of the shops around there had closed. The mall currently sits with two anchors, JCPenney and Von Maur, and 55% of inline tenants vacant. The day I went, there was about 10 people total, so it wasn't too good. Personally, I think this mall is beautiful, and I hope it is able to survive for the years to come. But that's it for Valley West Mall. I'll be back in Des Moines soon for the Merrill Hay Mall, and maybe bonus Jordan Creek as a new series, Lively Retail. Have yourselves a lovely day, and as always, peace out.